Welcome back, everyone. Look, if you've ever stared at a crypto exchange dashboard and just felt totally overwhelmed by all those flashing numbers and endless charts, hey, you are in exactly the right place. Today, I'm going to be your personal guide as we completely demystify crypto trading on Delta Exchange. We're going to strip away all that confusion and build your confidence right from the ground up. By the end of this explainer, you'll know exactly how to navigate the platform, place your trades, and most importantly, protect your hard-earned capital. Okay, let's dive into this roadmap. Here is exactly what we're going to cover. Account and fund setup, navigating the trading interface, setting up your charts, executing your first trade, using chart-based stop losses, and finally, managing leverage and liquidation risks. Let's kick things off with Section 1, Account and Fund Setup. So before you can even think about trading Bitcoin or Ethereum, you obviously need capital in your account, right? But believe it or not, this is actually where the most common roadblock happens. Here is the absolute golden rule that trips up so many new traders. Your deposit is only going to go through if the bank account or the UPI ID you use to transfer the money matches the exact one you linked during your initial registration. You literally cannot use a secondary bank account or borrow a friend's UPI. The exchange's security protocols are incredibly strict on this match. So just make sure you are moving funds strictly through your registered accounts, and your money is going to land safely in your wallet every single time. Moving right along to Section 2, navigating the trading interface. All right, your funds are in. You open up the platform and bam, total information overload. Our main goal right now is to cut through that visual noise and guide you directly to the core areas. When you log in, your eyes should go straight to the Market tab. Just click that. Next, you'll want to select Futures. Now, what's really interesting here is actually what we are choosing to ignore. You'll notice Delta Exchange offers options and real-world tokens, things like tokenized Tesla or Amazon shares. And while that's all fascinating stuff, options chains and tokenized stocks are pretty complex, and they're just not where you want to start. By actively filtering those out, you let yourself focus purely on standard, straightforward Bitcoin and Ethereum futures. Let's just keep it simple. Next up, Section 3, setting up your charts. Once you've picked your market, you need to actually see what the price is doing. And while their mobile app is super handy on the go, a laptop or a tablet is going to give you the absolute best screen real estate for charting. Now, you've got to configure those charts based on your specific strategy. A chart is made up of candlesticks, right? And you completely control how much time each of those candlesticks represents. And this brilliantly illustrates how your goals dictate your setup. If you're intraday trading, meaning you want to jump in and out of trades within the exact same day, set your time frame to 15 minutes. But if you're swing trading and planning to hold a position for days or maybe weeks, you'll want to zoom out to a 1 hour or 4 hour time frame. Real quick, before we actually place a trade, let me pause and ask you something pretty exciting. Want free AI chart analysis? Analyzing those 15-minute or 4-hour charts takes some serious skill and practice. But there is an incredible mid-explainer bonus tool I want to highlight that can actually automate some of this for you. If you open your Delta Exchange account using the specific link provided in the source material and fill out their Google form, you get a $2,000 subscription to Adira AI entirely for free. It's an AI tool that does chart analysis for you with literally a single click. It's a fantastic incentive for new users, and it honestly takes so much of the heavy lifting out of technical analysis while you're still learning the ropes. Okay, Section 4, executing your first trade. You got your funds, you're looking at the Futures tab, and your chart is perfectly set. Let's enter a position. First off, we need to clarify a foundational concept in crypto futures. You don't just have to bet on prices going up. If you think Bitcoin is about to rise, you click buy, which is also known as going long. But if your analysis is screaming that the market is about to drop, you can click sell, which is called going short. This is a massive game changer because it means you can actively profit from a falling market just as easily as a rising one. Now, when you actually go to buy or sell, the system will ask for your quantity, and it measures this in something called lots. Please don't let this terminology trip you up. You absolutely do not need to buy a whole entire Bitcoin. A lot size is just a tiny fractional unit. On Delta Exchange, one lot of Bitcoin is equal to 0.01 BTC. To put that into perspective, to own one full Bitcoin, you'd need 1,000 lots. This setup is brilliant because it keeps your trades highly affordable. You are just trading tiny fractions, and you only scale up when you feel completely ready. Your next choice is how you want to enter the market. A market order is going to execute your trade immediately at whatever the current going price is. It's super fast, sure, but if the price suddenly spikes that exact second, you might end up paying a bit more than you bargained for. A limit order, on the other hand, lets you specify your exact ideal entry price. The trade will literally only happen if the market reaches your specific number. Oh, and there's also this really great best bid option that automatically selects a fair limit price for you, totally protecting you from those sudden, unfavorable price jumps. Moving on to Section 5, Chart-Based Stop Loss. All right, you are in the trade. Congrats! But now we must instantly talk about risk management. In the old days, setting a stop loss or a take profit meant pulling out a calculator, crunching the math, navigating to some entirely separate menu, and typing in exact price numbers, all while the market is wildly swinging against you. It was unbelievably stressful. On Delta Exchange, you literally just click TP or SL right there on the active trade line directly on your chart. Physically drag the line up or down with your mouse to exactly where you want it and release. Boom, it's set. It is such a wonderfully visual, intuitive way to manage your risk instantly. Finally, Section 6, Leverage and Liquidation Risks. Okay, I need to shift gears here to a much more serious tone because this is absolutely the most crucial safety protocol in all of crypto trading. If you ignore this, you can lose your entire account balance in a matter of seconds. So the crucial point is this specific number, 25x. When you set your leverage, you're basically borrowing money from the exchange to supersize your trade. Delta Exchange actually lets you crank this all the way up to 200x. Listen to me. Do not do it. If you're a beginner, 25x is the absolute maximum limit you should ever touch, and honestly, even that is pushing it. So, why exactly is high leverage so terrifyingly dangerous? It all comes down to your liquidation price. Let's say you put down $100 and use 25x leverage. Suddenly, your trade is worth $2,500. The exchange basically fronted you $2,400. Well, if the market starts going against you, the exchange is absolutely not going to let you lose their money. The liquidation price is the exact price point where they will automatically and forcibly close your losing trade to protect themselves from bankruptcy. The scary reality here is that taking too much leverage moves your liquidation price incredibly close to your entry point. If you use 200x leverage, a tiny, microscopic price drop will wipe out your entire margin instantly if you don't have a stop loss. Respect the leverage, guys.
And there you have it. The noise is totally gone and the path forward is clear. You now understand how to fund your account, navigate the interface, read those charts, execute a fractional trade, set those awesome visual stop losses, and most importantly, protect yourself from the serious dangers of high leverage. So I want to leave you with this question. You have the roadmap, you have the tools, and you know the safety protocols. Will your first trade be driven by structured strategy, or will it be driven by emotion? Take what you've learned today, start small, stay incredibly disciplined, and I will see you in the next explainer.